Let's prepare to get back underway for the second half between Mount Albert and Hibiscus Coast. And away we go with Hibiscus Coast enjoying first use of the ball. It's a good first hit up from Arden Clark. And a big hit there on Neil Duffy. So Hibiscus Coast making some good meters up through the middle through Arden Clark. Slow play of the ball there. Mount Albert doing their best to slow things down. And now Hibiscus Coast spread. And a nice offload from the 4, Caldine. They keep the ball alive. Blake James with a little dance around before eventually being taken down. Watkins now with the big towering bomb. But it's an easy, uncontested take for Mount Albert, and they'll work it off their line. So Gemmell now rocking it out for Mount Albert, and it's a one-on-one strip, I think, and Liam Acklin is going to run this one in, and we could be set for an even ball game. So clever heads-up play from Liam Acklin, strips the ball one-on-one, and goes straight through, and the crowd loved that one.
Your son, Liam. You're number 2, bro. Your brother's a good player,
Not sure if you picked that up on the coverage, but a little bit of sledging going on from Liam's club members here at Hibiscus Coast, letting them know that he is the second best Acklin brother. Of course, Aiden carving out a nice little start to his career with the Junior Warriors, where he played some really good footy towards the end of last year. And of course, Dad John is here as well as coach of the Otahu Leopards today. And Hibiscus Coast now with a bit of spring in their step. And we're just waiting for the scoreboard to be updated, but it is indeed a tied ball game after Hibiscus Coast converted from in front of the sticks. So 10 points all as Mount Albert now spread it wide, and this will be a real test for Hibiscus Coast. They're playing with plenty of enthusiasm. They've got a spring in their step, a big fend off there. And he's dealt to a couple of them there, Joseph Price, but eventually Hibiscus Coast get there in numbers, and it's a good 3-man tackle. Mount Albert looking for the quick play of the ball. Joseph Price caused some real trouble for defenders so far in this tournament as Marcus Fraser chips over the top. Hibiscus Coast now return the ball and into a bit of open field, and Hibiscus Coast playing some good enterprising footy. Excellent carry back from the number 12, Dallas Courtney. And Hibiscus Coast now with their ascendancy as the crowd gets involved here at Stanmore Bay. Head back towards the centre of the park. And a bit of an up and over tackle there. So Mount Albert penalised for that one. Hibiscus Coast will receive the penalty on halfway. It's a good kick for touch. Now they're going to start this set about 30 metres off their own line. And Hibiscus Coast have the momentum. Are they about to pull off the shock victory here against Fox Memorial side Mount Albert? Time will tell now as the number 5 for Hibiscus Coast stands up a couple. That's Alton Gray with a nice carry forward. About 5 metres off the line now as Buckhall goes out a dummy half himself. Just pulled down short. Head back towards the sticks now, Hibiscus Coast, and it's a looping ball out wide, just losing a little bit of their progress here. Close to an obstruction call there, but heads away from him, and it's probably wise to do so. Does a little dribble in, and he's regathered it, and that is fantastic play, I think, from Nathan Ash. Fantastic play. And he's going to go over for the try, so that is excellent play to give Hibiscus Coast the lead. They'll take a 4-point lead here, kick to come.
Good individual effort.
So important kick to come here, and the conversion is good from Blake James. So Hibiscus Coast have a 6-point lead, 16 points to 10 as we enter the last few minutes of the second half here at Stanmore Bay, and Hibiscus Coast on the fringe of pulling off the big upset victory over Fox Memorial High Flyers, Mount Albert Lions. But Mount Albert, well, they've got enough time to respond. If they're good enough, see what they got. Out of dummy half now, there's some meters to be made, and they've got space down the right. But an excellent tackle tracked down by Corey Craig. And looks like there's been a spilled ball here. It's play on at this stage, but it's going to be called back. Hibiscus Coast, spurred on by the vocal home crowd, have defended brilliantly there. Got up in the face, scrambled and forced the error, and Hibiscus Coast edging towards the victory here. They hold the 6-point lead. You would expect you won't see too much sort of adventurous stuff from Hibiscus Coast in this one. Probably want a one out, eat a little bit of time off the clock and get to a good quick kick at the end of it. Out of dummy half, nice little dart there from Elton Gray. They head out towards the right edge. And a bit of second phase play now. Liam Eklund's got the ball in his hand, and he's broken the first one, and he's going to the try line. Looming in support, he won't need it. So Liam Eklund secures his double, and he'll be enjoying this one. Of course, Mount Albert is his family's club. Brother still plays for them. Dad and uncle are famous players of years gone by at the club, and Liam enjoying this one as he crosses over for his second, and that's just about going to do it. You would think Hibiscus Coast probably have this one wrapped up now at 20 points to 10 with the kick to come. Not long left here at Stanmore Bay at the Sports Safe ARL Nines. The kick is away. So 20 points to 10 it remains. Hibiscus Coast with the lead. So Hibiscus Coast get us back underway, holding a 10-point lead in this one. And Mount Albert, well, they need a miracle and they need one quick. Tua out of dummy half. Samoa into dummy half now, shifts it out to the right. Fraser with his hands on the ball. Kitiona Pasini takes it forward, gets the offload away. We've got 1 minute remaining here. Tui Samoa now, a bit of second phase from Mount Albert as they shift it out towards the right, and there is space here. Nice carry back inside from Joseph Price. Offloads. Fraser can't handle it. Shift back out towards the left. Hibiscus Coast shuffling well and getting up. Mitchell Gemmell taken down. So less than a minute left here at Stanmore Bay. Mount Albert, bit of interference in the play of the ball. And the penalty rightfully blown. Mark Graham now hands it off out towards the left, but they're going to run out of time here, the Mount Albert Lions. Not enough time to mount the comeback, but as it is, Hibiscus Coast defending brilliantly, managing to keep them out. Jordan Tua inches closer to the line. Hibiscus Coast now need to be aware out of dummy half, and it's Mark Graham, I think, out of dummy half. Over for the try, racing for the kick, and he's aware that time is very much against them here. The kick is away, so it's a 6-point ball game as the siren goes in the background, and that's going to do it. And a big, big victory for the Hibiscus Coast Raiders, as the home team get up over one of the tournament favourites, the Mount Albert Lions. A fantastic victory. I guess a big play from Liam Eklund early in the second half, where he stripped the ball and went over for a try under the post. That really seemed to kind of change the momentum of the game and give Hibiscus Coast the advantage. So congratulations to the Raiders picking up a big victory here. Not all lost for Mount Albert, who still have time to save their campaign here.